With Drexel, Lord of the Guitar, always brings the vibes up for us. Thank you for sitting down today. How often do you speak to the dead, and how often are the dead speaking to you?
So Carlos Castaneda, fell on his face.
Yep.
Numerous times, but he wrote this thing about a shaman who fell on his face also.
Yep.
But he advised wearing death on your shoulder.
Was he Spanish?
Yes.
Okay.
And that you could feel more alive and more in touch with searching a purpose for your life if you had a constant awareness
Oh
that
my
death
God.
is at hand
Yeah.
at all times. And I really embrace that.
Mm-hmm.
Partly because, I grew up during the time when you had to hide under your desk chair because
For like nuclear stuff.
nuclear stuff. Yeah, we were going to have a bomb, and so my belief that I was going to live past 30 was pretty low.
Bleak.
Yeah, it's like okay, if I can live to 30, I've done really good.
Sure.
And so it was kind of a surprise when I was 35 and still alive, and I was like, oh, maybe I need to start developing a sense of
Maybe some long-term plans here.
and actually there was a gentleman here in Maine who was he fell on his face a number of times, but he at 90 took me out. He kind of would drool at lunch and stuff like that. He wasn't always with it.
Sure.
Well, one day he just stood up out of his wheelchair and took me out around back and wanted to show me how to split wood.
What? That's so random.
And he took this axe up and just, and it's like, whoa, okay, so.
The wheelchair guy did.
Yeah.
It's Scott
And-
Nearing.
Scott Nearing.
He
Scott Nearing.
lived his whole life, living off the land.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he was actually somebody who was blacklisted, a social scientist who was blacklisted back in the McCarthy era, and so then had to kind of go out on his own and figure out how to survive, and created a whole new thing about the good life and all that.
Back to nature kind of stuff.
Yes, yeah. So
But how much are the dead talking to you, and are you talking to dead? How much are you talking to the dead, and how much are the dead talking to you, I suppose?
well, I thought I was already dead now because I'm 35 and I should have been dead at 30. So everything now is like some kind of amazing bonus.
So now you're grateful.
Yeah, and then there was this guy who was 90 who was outstripping me at age 30 when I was dealing with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And because I had been out in the woods for 8 weeks at a summer camp, splitting wood the entire time so I get the axe up, I got this, one thunk. After I thunked 5 times and finally got it kind of started grudgingly splitting, and he said, maybe he didn't watch what I do right, and so he put it up again and turned it just so, He did this to me about 5 times,
Yeah, one stroke.
and finally it occurred to me, it's like, what if you live to be as long as this guy? This is what you want to aim for. So it's like the first time in my life I thought, I might live to be old. Maybe I should get busy working on that part of dying, right?
Yeah.
Dying might take longer than I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, death is always with me.
And when you write a song or you write a poem and you read it back, whose voice do you hear?
Whose voice do I hear? Who?
What voice are you reading it in? Are you reading it in your own voice? Are you reading it in a different voice? Or
Yeah, a lot of times it's my own voice, but some of my songs God, there were 6 different people whose lives I was drawing from to write that story. So each one of them is telling me a tale, and I'm just sort of the front man.
Yeah. You're taking it all in.
Yeah, I'm just passing on something I heard at school, right?
Yep. We stand on the shoulders of giants. Music, poetry, all that.
Yeah.
How do you carve your own path from that moment without feeling like a plagiarist? I suppose?
Well, that 90-year-old guy never read a poem to me, but he definitely is one of the giants that I met.
Shoulders. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and so it's just, yeah, when you speak or you sing or, something gets in my head and I just have, sometimes it's as simple as a phrase. It's like, that's a good title for a song.
I was hoping for a second chorus of Cowboy in Maine. I really was. There was one, I was like, I can't wait to hit the second one, and then you shredded it, and I was like, I hope it's coming.
Yeah.
Last question. What brings you to the guitar or the page more, joy or grief?
Yeah.
Happiness or trauma? What brings you to the guitar or the page more?
Definitely trauma brings me to the page more, but most of those are really bad blues songs that you'll never hear in a public setting. And one of the driving forces in life is for me to bring joy to whatever revolution or change or other thing that people want to do. So
Yes.
the ones that I like to get, even if I'm singing I'm a poor wayfaring stranger or something,
Yeah.
even the blues songs that I do, usually my best blues songs are somebody else's.
Yeah.
But those songs, I'm still trying to say, yeah, we can sing even in these times.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah. So the joy has to come through that joy can come through the trauma.
Yeah.
That it can survive, like DJs tonight, getting up and, it's like, I said, I'm so glad you survived
Yeah.
to tell us this.
Yeah, let us celebrate.
Yeah.
Do that.
So once again, I've fallen on my face.
Well,
Good night.
thank you, Drexel.